Yes, I'm able to see your screen.
Okay, today we are going to discuss about workflow rules. Okay. So this is workflow rules are basically introduced in Salesforce to automate the business process in the initial days. Okay. So this is the first automation tool or functionality that was given by Salesforce when it initially launched. Then the process builder came. Then the okay. So this is like an initial and basic level automation process tool that is present in the Salesforce. Is my voice clear? Are you getting any background noise?
It's clear now.
It's clear, right?
Yes, yes. Some bug.
Okay. Okay.
So Harsh dropped a message that he'll be joining another 10 minutes.
So in workflow rules, what are the actions that we can perform? What is the scope? Actually, we can update email, we can send an email, we can update the field, we can send an outbound message, and we can create an automatic task. Okay, to if you want to achieve these four kind of actions and with a basic level of automation, then you can go for the workflow rules. Okay. So what is the scope? To automate business process, to make automatic data change, that is nothing but field update. If you want to send any notification, that we can do, schedule some automation task creation, and do integration without code. The integration process is nothing but sending the outbound messages external users. Okay. So the main thing that are required for workflow rules are what are the main things that are required for workflow rules? Criteria, action. Okay. If you know these three things, then you can create a workflow rule. Okay. So, what in other place also we have used almost these three things only, right? In process builder also. For a work for an automation, what are we require? Object, what is the criteria, what is the action that we are going to expect from that criteria, right? These are the three things, right?
Yes.
So you already know the process builder, how it is working and all. This is just a basic level. I'm just telling you, just to let you know how this workflow works, basic level, how we can create a workflow rule. I will show you. The workflow rules are not being, I mean, this option mostly in the industry, in the real time, I think nowadays no one is using workflow rule. Mostly everyone will use process builders only, or else lightning flows, right? We have created lightning flow as well, right? So mostly they will create, but just for our knowledge purpose, we will learn about workflow rule. Okay. So let's take some example. We have created approval rules, right? Last week. On which object we have created? Student object, right?
Yes.
This is the condition we have kept. Country equal to USA.
USA. Then it should go for.
Send for approval. So on the same object, let's try to take one more requirement. Okay. Let's say ours is a university. Let's ours is Osman University. Let's say, right? Osman University. In that we have student object. Now let's say this university is for graduation degree, okay, or some degree, right? We are taking applications for degree. Now before degree, person, the student should complete +2, right? +2 or HSC, what you call in okay. You guys completed HSC, what is that? +2, right? Everyone will complete +2.
Yes.
So let's say if +2 marks are not or less than 70%, less than 70%, then we upfront reject student application. Okay. Let's say +2 marks are less than 70%, then we upfront reject 70%. And let's keep another condition. And this condition is only for the above condition is for students from China. Can we keep like this? Another condition?
Yes.
So if these two conditions are China, if the student country is China and the marks is less than 70%, then we reject the student. If it is greater than 70, then we know nothing. We can accept the application. If it is less than 70, then we reject the candidate. Okay. Like this will be. So what do we need now? Let's create one field. Two fields. Let's create uh, +2 marks and what is the other fields? Let's enter the
Rejection reason.
no status only, student status, like
Okay.
let's create a number field. What do you call intermediate or HSC for +2?
We call PU here.
PUE.
HSC.
PU?
PUC.
PUC marks. Okay. So create another field. Suppose we can create pick list also, not a problem. But let's create text field. Okay. Let's make this as a read-only field. Okay. Let's remove this. Read on. Okay. I'm making this as read-only field. Application status. Save. Okay. Did we have any page layouts? So we have created two fields. So let's create a workflow rule. Okay, in the home button, in the home section, just search for workflow rules. Okay, here we have on the process automation, we have workflow rules. Okay, click on new button, new rule. Okay, new rule. What it is saying, flow builder is the future of low code automation. You can use it to create most of automation found in workflow rules. When we are creating the process builder also, we got this kind of message, right?
Yes.
So basically they want to remove these functionalities in future going forward and making the flow builder more advanced. Okay, so that the unnecessary feature will be, see, whatever action we can perform with workflow, we can perform with process builder. Even whatever action we can perform with process builder, we can perform with flow builder. Additionally, few more activities also we can perform, right? So like that, why do we want to use this workflow rules? Anyways, let's continue. So what is it is asking first step? What it is asking us to select?
On which
Object.
object we are going? Student.
Object is selected. Click on next. What is the rule name? Let's say so. Here we have some evaluation criteria. Whether you want to run this when it is created, and updated every time it's edited, and created at any time and it's edited to subsequently meet the criteria. Okay, so three options it is given. So first thing you know, second thing is also no, third thing is again somewhat confusing, but see, the rule is evaluated when record is created and when a record that doesn't meet criteria is edited to meet criteria. By looking at this help text, you guys understood what it is meaning? Read that help text. You guys understood what it is saying?
Soon after you create the record, the rule will be applicable.
So let's say we create a record, but this condition is not satisfying. Next time we edit the record and that satisfies this condition. Are you getting? Initially when we create, we are not creating
Yes.
based on the condition, this condition. These two conditions are not meeting. But for the second time when we are editing the record, we are modifying that in such a way that these two conditions are meeting. So in that case also, you want to run this process. That is what it is asking. Three conditions: created and edited, and whenever the record is not matching the criteria, but still when you edit, it will come under the criteria that we keep in the below that we are going to create. Okay, clear? Clear, guys?
Mm.
Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's select only one. Okay, first one. There's nothing, what the difference for this created and edited. Okay, just ignore it. Just select create. What is the condition we want to keep? PUC marks less than 70 and student country, which country we want?
China.
China.
Okay, two conditions we have kept. Now here see only AND option is coming here. There is no OR option. So if you want to put any one condition, what is mean by AND? First of all, tell me.
Both should satisfy. Both conditions should met.
So if you want to change the criteria, then you have to click like this, add filter logic, 102, 192, like this. Okay. No, same way how we have done in the sorry process builder, right? So let's keep these two condition. Click on save and next. Okay. Now we have selected object, enter the criteria. Now we want to return some action, right? So here we have actions. See, new task, new email alert, field update, new outbound message. We have only four options available, right? Four kind of action that we can perform. That is new task, new email, new field update, new outbound message. These are the things we can do. Now what do you want to do here? We want to update the status, right? Let's select the field update. What is the identification? Let's say sorry. Okay. Which field we want to update? Application status, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now here what we want to return some message, so we will write some message here. Okay. Write like this. The student application is not meeting criteria, hence Now guys, there is one checkbox here. You have to know about this important one. Re-evaluate workflow rules after field change. Re-evaluate workflow rules after field change. What does this mean?
If you update this field by any chance, we can update the workflow.
Like that. On a single object, you can create multiple workflow rules, right? You can create.
Yes.
Let's say you are working on, let's say Manjunath is working on field update workflow rule. Then let's say what what uh, what is the uh, application status is rejected, right? So let's say there is a status called rejected. So let's say your workflow rule is making the field status to rejected. Okay, let's say for example it is making the status to rejected. Then based on the rejected value, using the value that is returned from your action, if some other person is using it as a condition for his workflow rule. Now let's say Pradeep is working, sending an email to student. Then application status is rejected. Is both are linked together? You are by your workflow rule, the application status is going to rejected. And based on the rejected condition, Pradeep is sending another email to the student, right?
Yes.
So that means you have to select this. Let's say in your organization, if more than one people are working on the same object and they are working on different workflow rules for that object, then you have to select this checkbox so that the workflow rule will not stop. If you don't select this checkbox, it will stop here. In the first condition only it will stop. Even though Pradeep creates another condition or the workflow rule, that will not work. Clear? That is the importance of that checkbox. Clear, huh? Everyone?
Yes, Naveen.
Let's select the checkbox. Click on save. Now done. What is the next thing we have to do? Testing, right?
Yes, activate this.
Activate. Let's activate this. Okay, now it is activated. Let's try to create a student record. The student country is China and marks is, let's say, 67. Okay, guys, we kept this field as read only, no? Why it is editable? Created this field as read only, no?
No, since it is text field, it is accepting. We are able to type the characters.
Yeah, but that we kept it as read only, no? Why it is editable? I'm not sure. Okay,
Fields.
anyways, we'll see about it. Okay, let's not enter any value over there.
Okay.
Are we meeting the criteria, China and POC marks?
Yes.
Click on save. It's not coming approval status. Why it is not coming? You cannot add new line time triggers.
Already that field is used by another rule.
It's okay, no problem.
Okay.
Less than 70. Save. Application status. Nothing is there. Let's check once what happens again. When I refresh, it is coming, guys. When I refresh the page, it is coming. Sorry, your student application
Updated.
is not getting credited.
Yeah.
Let's create one more. Testing again, okay? Giving 69. Now it is working correctly. Sorry, your student application is not meeting criteria, hence rejected, like this. Okay, now yeah, we were talking about these two fields, right? This one also we created as read only, but still it is editable. This one also we created, and it is still created as read only, but it is editable. Why it is editable? Any guesses?
Roles and profile.
What?
Under the rule, I think view modify all is enabled.
Under the rule.
Role.
Role. Why it is linked to a field? Field level restrictions where we are keeping.
Field level.
It's not about roles.
Okay. Shit.
Since we are a system administrator, we are getting this option to edit. But still, for system administrator also, we can remove the access like this. Okay. You have to go to the profile. Okay. For view. See
Yes, yes.
this option, if you uncheck, then the user will not edit that field. Okay.
Yeah.
You uncheck.
Similarly, we also had that
But
view field that day you enabled and showed us, right?
which one?
Records here only. For view also you enabled that checkbox.
For which view? Record view.
Some should have that.
That's for lightning we have discussed, no? How to enable lightning.
No, that is different. That is different. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, sorry to intervene. Go ahead. I'll check it.
Okay. Yeah, that's all about workflow rules, just for basic knowledge. I told you. And then, yeah. So, what kind of some questions we'll learn today? What kind of actions we can perform using the workflow rule? So, we can update any field or object, with any field in the object or record. You can send an automated email. You can create a task, or you can send an outbound message. Okay. So how many types of actions are there? Okay. There is another question, some tricky question. No one will ask this question, but this is one of the questions that my previous senior members told us. There are four actions in single or same or single workflow rule. In this case, what will be the sequence of this action? So the user has created four kind of actions in the same, in the single workflow rule. Now the interviewer asking us what is the sequence, in which sequence that actions will perform. So these are the different actions he has created. What is the sequence? So firstly, field update will happen, the first sequence. But after that, no one knows what action will take place, whether in the second, whether it will be a email alert or it will be automatic message or task. No one knows. Even Salesforce also not sure the sequence of actions. Okay. No one will ask this question. This is very rarely or never asked question, but just for your information, you should know that if someone says ask this kind of question, you say there is no sequence of actions that we can define in workflow rules, but however the first priority will be given to field update. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So one more thing. Okay. So we are a system admin here, right? We are seeing the setup message, right? Setup icon we are seeing, right? Setup icon.
Yes,
Why we
yes.
are seeing? Since you are a system admin. Now, in the real time for general users, you will not enable the setup box, setup icon, gear icon. How you will remove this? If someone asks you to remove this, you should do that for that profile. How we can do that? We will see. Okay. Now let's log in as Tom. Okay, Tom is also system admin. Okay, ignore it. He is also saying that. Only system admins will work on this, right? The general users who are using the Salesforce will not don't need to have this access, right? Why do we need access to set up, right? Okay. Let's see how we can remove that. So let's open finance stream, that is the profile that we have created, right? Okay, click on
Yes.
edit button. Here you search for view. See, view setup and configuration button, it is there now. Second button, this one. You have to uncheck this one so that that will be gone. Now let's assign this to Tom and check once. See, is it there now? It's gone, right?
Yes, it is not available.
Like this you have to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So similarly, you can do other tasks also in workflow rules. Whatever we have done in the process builder. Only limited options. What is the limited options? Create a task, send an email, update some field, or send a message to third party. That's all. 4 actions only available. But in process builder, what are the actions available? Huh? You guys remembered or not?
Email notification, message.
Almost more than 12 actions are available in process builder, right? In what is the difference between process builder and flows? What are the additional things that we can do using the flow? Are you guys ready for interviews? First of all, tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Then answer my question. You guys are not ready then. Tell me, guys. What is the what are the additional things that we can perform using the flows? Lightning.
Flows actually depends on the condition. We can move forward. I mean, if some condition fails, we can go ahead with
Everything
that.
is depend on condition only. Starting from workflow rule to approval process to process builder and then lightning flows. All are same. No? All are based on condition.
We
I
can
mean,
assign separate screen for the execution.
That is for setup, Pradeep. That is while you are setting up the configuring the flows, you are categorizing what kind of action you are doing there. Whether it's on the action is on the screen or action is on the database or action the condition or whatever. You will select that. But when I ask or when someone asks you what are the additional things that we can do
we can
using the
perform multiple actions on. I mean, multiple actions on multiple objects in the flows. of the same team. Suspended.
At least the basic two things you should remember. Someone asked you.
Okay.
These why we are going with the flow, because they are dynamic. As soon as the user enters some information, he will get the real-time information in return. But process builders are something that is for automating some process in the backend where user interaction is not there. Once the record is created, then only we will go for the we will show some action over there. But here it is not like that. No, we have seen this now. You guys are not remember this question. Advanced processing of data. When we do want to take input from customer, we go for lightning flows. Useful for processing bunch of record by looping. We can delete record. It is also famous in searching for other objects. We can pause the action if middle if required. Then it comes what are the elements in the flow. Guys, flows are the future of Salesforce, lightning flows. Okay,
Yes.
they are also planning there. When you have already seen that Salesforce is not suggesting us to use process builder, right, and workflow
Yes.
rule or anything. They're purely focusing on flows. So you should learn more about flows. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sharing the notes every day, and you also have the video links every day, whatever we have discussed. You guys go through all these things. Tomorrow we will discuss about some different clouds that are available in Salesforce. Okay, what
Okay.
is Sales Cloud? What is Service Cloud? What is Marketing Cloud? Okay,
Okay.
CPQ and all. Just a overline, but we will discuss in detail about Sales and Service Cloud. Okay, these are the two minimum common things that we should learn if you want to get into Salesforce jobs. These two things are compulsory.
Okay.
And if you want to learn Marketing Cloud and CPQ, then there is separate course for that. Okay, so if you want to be a Marketing Cloud consultant or CPQ consultant, then there is a separate course for that.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not sure who will teach that in outside, but in YouTube or in somewhere also you can get some idea how what are things if you want to learn more. But go for that trainings only when you are comfortable with all the admin concepts. Okay, whatever we have discussed till now.
Okay.
Okay, And when you start gaining some experience on the Salesforce, then you can go for that kind of specializations. For an entry level, sales and service clouds are compulsory.
Got
Everyone, huh?
Sorry, Naveen, I didn't get you.
No, I didn't tell anything, but just tomorrow, just go through different types of clouds. Okay,
Okay,
just Google it. Just try to understand the terminologies, what is present in that different types of clouds and all. Then tomorrow we'll have a discussion. Okay.
sure, Naveen.
Okay, guys. See you tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.